Hey guys, Lord Sor here. I know it's another Blood Wave video from Season 10 PTR, but hear me out on this one. This isn't the Blood Wave you're used to. Check the footage. I'm spamming Blood Wave basically non-stop. No orbs, no animation lock, just 4 to 5 waves per second. Season 10 is flipping the table. We are pushing new Blood Wave tech. Trust me, I love the skill. I have always loved it, but even I am tired of picking up orbs and sitting through the animation locks. Not anymore. We do none of that now. Literally, you can just hold down one button and do what I'm doing in the background, and this is literally the laziest build to play, but also still one of the strongest. With Season 10 powers, Blood Wave becomes a core ability. You can spam it now endlessly. If you have played in the past those spammy builds like Blood Surge, I personally love Blood Surge. This feels exactly like that, and I really like the direction from the devs on this one. This makes it so the same skill actually can feel brand new depending on how you build it, how you play it, and how it flows. I really like that idea. It almost feels like a new, totally fresh playstyle. It melts pit bosses, and it is also very speedy. Pit 100 under 4 minutes. It is also great for speed farming as you can build teleport into the build. I was able to constantly get pit 75 runs under 2 minutes regardless of the pit layout, mob type, or the boss. It's super efficient for Horde 2. You can teleport and cover everywhere with damage over time. The Horde is gonna be the new content in Season 10, and this will be again one of the most efficient builds to farm that for Necromancer. And I mean, like, all you do is pretty much the spam one ability, teleport, move from pack to pack, hold down that wave button and watch everything melt. In terms of pit pushing, I also think it is one of the best pit pushers in Season 10, if nothing changes of course. I was able to do pit 112 with very suboptimal setup, only Paragon 200, and honestly it's one of those rare builds that is among the best at each activity. It is also quite fun to play. It shreds all the bosses. In pit 112, I think I was able to kill Spirit Caller under 2 minutes, which is kind of crazy compared to Season 9. I was able to kill Den Mother, I think, in 3 minutes. Mother's Judgment, about 3 minutes. Those are really difficult, hard to kill bosses because they teleport and disappear all the time, and they were just melting. There is unfortunately one downside right now. The pits lag really badly when you spam an ultimate at a rapid pace per second. This happening to a lot of builds. Because of that, you can't really pull more than 1-2 packs at a time. If you do, it really lags. So that really hinders the clear speed. So imagine if you could actually pull bigger packs and actually improve our clear speed and get a much more time at the boss, we can push a lot higher. Like I said, killing Den Mother's Mother Judgment at pit 112 under 3 minutes is very good. So it's a great sign. This build could push 115 plus if the lag issue is fixed, and hopefully it gets addressed. I'm not going to go into build details in this video, but while the rest of this pit 112 run plays in the background, I will talk about the idea and the changes, and I will show you my current gear and the powers at the end of the video. A lot can change from now until the season, so I will release a full planner then. It's not like you can play this build in Season 9 anyway, so just be patient with me. I am still optimizing. Once we know the full patch notes, I'm gonna have an official planner for this as always. The main thing that enables the build is alter the balance. With this power, your ultimate skills become core skills with 0 cooldown, but they get a resource cost. There is also one downside to this power. When your ultimate becomes a core ability, it loses some damage as the base skill damage goes down, and it also loses some of the perks of ultimate. For example, Blood Wave starts to generate only 1 blood orb. I think for Bone Storm and Army of the Dead, they lose some duration. I think Soul Rift loses the resource generation. So when you make your ultimate to a core ability, it loses some perks and it receives a resource cost, but it has no cooldown anymore. However, DoT Wave does not really rely on the skill itself damage, and it doesn't care about blood orbs, which is the best part about the build. and it does shadow over time damage via ultimate shadow aspect. So we are actually relying on the aspect to do our damage. So it really works with the synergy, and this is how we get this constant shadow spam build. To solve the resource issue, we have easily ultimate resource essence temper, so resource fully gets solved and we are able to spam this non-stop. This mostly covers the gist of the idea. Like I said, I will have a full planner coming soon, and all the gear and seasonal powers are going to be shown at the end of the video, so you can check that one out to see what kind of gear I'm running, what aspects I'm running, what am I going on my gear. And even though it is some of them are random gear, so I wouldn't really fully emphasize on each choices there as my choices. I just have to make do whatever I was received from the game. Until then, enjoy this clip. Comment below if you have any questions, like and subscribe. I have a few other unique build ideas from PTR that I will be showing as well. Lord Sora here, thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Cheers.